Congratulations, Karen. Now, Josie Schneider will be presented with an Interdisciplinary Academic Excellence Award by Professor Suzanne Wofford.
Congratulations, Josie. It's an honor to present the Interdisciplinary Excellence Award to Josie Schneider. Josie is truly an exemplary interdisciplinary thinker, a student of neuroscience and psychology, of literature and dreams, of Spanish, including Spanish art, and a creative writer herself. Josie undertook in her concentration, which she titled Dreams in Psychology and Neuroscience, Neuropsychoanalysis, to create a conversation between the physical medical theories of brain science and brain psychology and the concepts of narrative and psychoanalysis. I should say that one of the great things about being an advisor at Gallatin is when you advise someone who works in an area that you don't know very much about. And I've learned so much from Josie about neuroscience and about this bizarre, incredible, angry divide between the world of psychoanalysis and psychological theory and brain science and sort of hard science theories of the brain. Josie hopes to find a bridge between these two approaches to emotion and dreams that often view each other with skepticism, neuroscience on the one hand and psychoanalysis and psychological studies of consciousness and dreams on the other. Her colloquium was a stunning example of her brilliant interdisciplinary work. She began it with the wonderful and chilling print by the Spanish artist Francisco Goya called The Sleep of Reason Produces Monsters, as an introduction to her fascination with dreams and how to understand them, and then talked knowledgeably about several contemporary studies about the mind-body issue before discussing Freud and Jung. Stacy Pies, another teacher of hers, I shouldn't say another, I didn't have the pleasure of teaching Josie in a class, though I've worked with her for 4 years as an advisor, and it's been an incredible experience. Stacy Pies wrote that in her seminar on narrative, Josie, quote, brought her scientific background about the relationship of emotions and perceptions to her analysis of Plato and Don Quixote. Her final essay was a cross-genre piece entitled Case 1605. Don Quixote was published in 1605, which appeared in Confluence. This essay was an imitation of a case study that like a psychotherapist or psychologist would do of Don Quixote as a mad person. And Stacy, which I just think is such a great idea that I can imagine what a challenge Don Quixote was to this therapist. Stacy comments that Josie included some critique of the analyst as well in this study, who at moments seemed flummoxed by the patient. One of the great pleasures I've had this past year was working with, actually before I say this, I just want to say Josie had a fantastic experience studying away in Madrid and studied Spanish throughout her time and really cares a lot about the Spanish side of her studies. But she also minored in psychoanalysis and humanities, so you see a little of the interdisciplinarity. One of the great pleasures I've had this past year was working with Josie in preparation for her colloquium, my one chance to have a little tiny bit of being a teacher, and thinking through all the dreams and intersections of psychology, narrative, and drama in diverse texts such as Genesis, Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream, and Hamlet. It's been a constant pleasure to watch Josie develop as a deep thinker. She's considering various kinds of directions in graduate school, and I wish her the best in her project of uniting these two diverse approaches to understanding the mind and to dreams, one of her great passions. So congratulations, Josie.